Hello, I am Nathan Ferrell, and this is my accessibility case study. So, I interviewed one of my parents' neighbors. His name is James. Um, so, I lived there all growing up, and I used to always see him, and he was just a really great guy. And he is paralyzed from the waist down. So, his hobbies are spending time with family. He likes to read and watch TV, and he likes to spend time outside. For his career, currently he's retired, but he spent most of his career as an accountant when he was younger, and he's currently 76 years old. So his typical day, he lives with his son. It's just the two of them there. And so his son will help him get out of bed in the morning, and then he'll eat breakfast, and then pretty much every day. I remember seeing him growing up. He would always wheel himself out of his house and he'd go up the road and he'd go up the hill and then down the hill and go back to his house. And he said he just likes to do that to get outside and to stay in shape. And then once he gets home from that, he said he generally just kind of relaxes, watches TV, reads a book, eats lunch with his son. So his son works from home, and so then he's there to kind of help him with tasks that he can't perform. And then he has other kids, so sometimes his family visits and he spends time with his kids and grandkids, and then he'll eat dinner with his son, and then his son will help him get into bed at night as well. So some challenges he faces, they're doing construction near his home right now on the route he usually takes, and they're like covering up the whole sidewalk, and so he has to go on the road, which is not ideal for him. Things like grocery shopping, he said, are pretty difficult, so his son will basically do all of that for him. He said he would like his yard to be nicer, but he can't go out and work on it, and his son doesn't really have time, so he just kind of deals with it being like that. Cooking food is another thing that is a little bit difficult. So his home has been, he's made it fairly accessible, but even so, he says that cooking is kind of a pain. So he usually just eats frozen meals, or his son will cook dinner. And then he requires help getting in and out of bed, which he said he used to be able to do that himself, but now that he's getting older, he's less independent, and so he needs help with more and more things, but he's really grateful that he has his son to help him out with that. So as far as assistive technology that he uses his wheelchair, and then he's done a couple things to make his home more accessible. So anything that he needs access to, they keep on lower countertops or not anywhere high where he wouldn't be able to reach. He lives in a single-story home, so he doesn't have to worry about stairs or anything like that, but he does have a ramp going up from his driveway to the front door, as well as a ramp to get him in and out of their van when he needs to go somewhere. And then a new assistive technology that I thought would help is smart home technologies like smart plugs, because I was looking up assistive technologies and a lot of them are just really expensive, but you can buy a smart plug for 20-30 bucks, and then you can turn your light on or turn on a fan or whatever from across the room. So I think that could be really nice for him to not have to get all the way across the room to do things like that. But he did seem pretty content with the way he does everything now. So I'm not sure if he would necessarily use it, but it was something I thought of that might be good for him. But that is my presentation, so thank you for watching.